If you ever ask your coding agent to change something in big codebase, you know what happened. It grips, get a wall of matches, and open 20 files one by one, and still miss half the places that might break stuff. But here's the thing though, your codebase is already a map. Every import, every function call is an edge. Your agent just throws that structure away and reads it as a flat text. So I turn my codebase into a map that the agent can actually follow. So every PR review, it clearly understands the blast radius. And most importantly, cut my token consumption by almost 50%. Let me show you the tool that enable me to do this. There's one project called Codebase Memory MCP. It is like providing a GPS map to your coding agent. So whenever your cloud code is making a change to a file, it will clearly inform the coding agent about all the related files. And I know you might be fatigued to this type of MCP tool because there are so many different projects for the past few months try to solve this codebase index and retrieval problems, but none of the previous projects actually solved this problem particularly well. They either had some sort of large language model pipeline to generate a knowledge map, which normally go outdated pretty fast, or it didn't really fit in coding agent's workflow well. But this project is really different. It is mostly built in C and C++, which made this probably the fastest and most efficient code intelligence engine for the coding agent. Even for gigantic project like Linux kernel, they can index whole codebase in 3 minutes. And for normal smaller size codebase, it can generate index within seconds. And the problem you try to solve is for those classic problems when your agent is working on a big codebase. Like if you have monorepo and you're asking agent about how certain function is used. With default tools that coding agent has, which normally it starts with a grep search, which can return a whole bunch of different files. The agent starts tracing through different files to read one by one to get the full picture. But each read file will dump a gigantic code file into the context window, which you can blow up pretty easily. And Cloud Code has things like sub-agent to manage context for those code search tasks, but it's quite slow. And this problem became even bigger if your codebase is really big. Like for most of production codebase, you probably have more than just one repo. And getting agent to modify things, understand dependencies across different repo has been a really difficult task. But the beautiful part of Codebase Memory MCP is that they'll try to extract the root, function, methods, class from the code and build this type of relationship graph that will help it quickly understand what this code file is without loading up thousands of lines of code. And this relationship can be built across different files. So if you have 3 different files, you can extract all the different functions, class, methods, and build a type of cross-file graph. And the same process can be applied across all the different files to build this kind of gigantic codebase graph, even across different repo. This whole process will be happening so fast because there's no involvement of large language model. It's purely programmatic. And what your agent has is a list of tooling to get a full picture much faster. So it will have this get architecture tool, which will return a quick overview of the codebase architecture. So agent very easily understand the overall structure. When you need to make change to a certain function, it can do search graph to locate the specific node of this function. Then use trace paths to actually map out the call chain, understand where this function has been used and what other things that it will touch. You can even run query of the graph to get some information will otherwise be quite difficult to get. Like this one here is basically searching of all the files that ever call this handle order function, which ones don't have the task coverage yet. Then you can get code snip of this specific function and even do this detect change during the PR review, so you can very easily understand the impact on the architecture when things change for each PR. And one of the most interesting thing about this project that made it much more useful than the other is the usage of hook. So a lot of previous projects fail because for the agent it can be confusing. Sometimes even though it is given those memory search or code-based search tool, it didn't know when to use this code search tool versus the normal grep tool. And all the coding agent provider like Cloud Code or Codex are just optimizing their own grep tool. But this project kind of acknowledges that. And they utilize this pre-tool use hook. So even though agent forget to do graph search and just use a normal grep search of a certain function, it will still do the normal grep and return information. But in the meantime, the pre-tool use hook will capture that, query the graph, including the additional rich information as part of the grep tool result. So it didn't really rely on agent to always call this special MCP tool. And I think this is a much better design pattern than most of the M tools. If you're building MCP, I highly recommend to adopt such pattern of utilizing Cloud Code or Codex hooks. So without further ado, let's set this up together. To install it, there's 2 different commands you can try. The basic one or the one that comes with a graphic visualization of the graph. So I will probably install this one. Run this command with --UI. This will install MCP to your coding agent. Now if I open my coding agent and tell it help me use Codebase Memory MCP, then it will start asking me to set up the index. If your Codebase already has good documentation set up, it'll already apply some filters. Like in my Codebase, it already identified that some of the folders are legacy, so it decided to ignore it. Cool, we already indexed my whole codebase and only took a few seconds. And my codebase is actually semi-complex. It's a big monorepo that has multiple different subfolders. So it's actually quite amazing how fast it is able to do. And once the index is done, Agent will be able to use tools like search graph to return everything related to a feature, or search for certain patterns and queries. It can also easily trace the call chains for certain functions. So we'll very easily know what else call this function to get a full picture rather than miss some stuff. And because we installed the UI version, you can actually open terminal. This Codebase memory MCP --UI equal to true and define port. It comes with this web UI where we can review the graph. I don't know whether this UI is useful or not, but it looks really cool. And to showcase the power, let's just go through one example. So I indexed the Codebase for Super Design, which is a web design platform. And we have this backend function called create design draft node. It's basically a tool that agent will call when people give a prompt, which will add a design node to our infinite Canva. But there's a hidden thing called Canva lock, because at any given time, there might be multiple different agents all creating design on the same Canva, which will cause conflicts and risk conditions. So we add this thing called Canva lock to making sure everything actually flows through a queue. But this Canva lock thing is actually very hidden. If you look at the create design tool, it's not even part of this file because this function didn't call it directly. It delegated down through layers. So for any agent or even human reading this one file or graping it for a lock, this protection is real but just invisible from where the work starts. So I can ask it to just trace down this create design draft node and Canva lock flow from your memory nodes. Then we can see it run this search for create design draft node execution. In a few seconds, it returned me the full flow about what's going to happen. This is really awesome. It has some practical usage that is going to be immediately useful. Say some new engineer thinks that this lock is actually slow things down and tweak how it works. Then we can ask, what will break if I change it? Then it identifies 3 different ways that this lock is used. And just as a comparison, I'm going to start another session with same prompt, but do not use Codebase MCP here. So we can compare token consumptions. So for this one, it gives me the full picture. If I check context, the message part is taking about 11,000. But without using the Codebase memory MCP, it is consuming around 38,000 tokens. And if I ask the second question, trace what will break if I change the lock with the Codebase memory MCP. It ran for 1 minute and successfully identified all 13 different call sites. So far, it's only taking 33,000 tokens. But for the other one without Codebase memory MCP, that's 64,000 tokens, doubling the other one. So this is the power of the Codebase memory MCP. I have already updated the setup Codebase harness skill to include this MCP. So if you run this skill, it will set up for your Codebase as part of setup. Alongside other useful things like setting up end-to-end tests, script toolkit to get server local up running, as well as Crabbox so you can run parallel agent testing in remote sandbox. Alongside other skills to set up a new loop engineer with all the best practice that my team has been using. And it is open source, so you can copy and adopt for your own Codebase. I have included a link in the description below so you can check, or just search for GitHub AI Builder Club skill in Google, and first option here will take you to our repo. I hope this is useful to you. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.